Hello everyone, welcome to my new channel, Boss Lady Inc. Miss Boss Lady Inc. That's me, Boss Lady. um, I am a registered nurse and I'm also an entrepreneur. I own several businesses. The most successful one is a home health agency. And I decided to do these videos and create this channel because I get a lot of questions from people about how to start a business, what it takes to run a business and start a business. And I find myself doing a lot of consulting and coaching. So I decided to spread it around a little bit, mostly so I don't have to keep saying the same things over and over. I can just point people to this channel and let that be that. But anyway, this particular video is going to discuss the qualities of an entrepreneur. It's going to get you thinking about whether or not you are the type of person that should even be an entrepreneur. So first, I would say your first quality is going to be fearlessness. Not the absence of fear. I don't mean the absence of fear when I say fearlessness. I mean the ability to operate in fear. Okay, you're going to be afraid. You're going to be scared to step out there. You're going to be afraid to leave your job or do whatever sacrifices you have to do to get your business up and off the ground. People are going to speak fear into you. People are going to say, well, ain't you scared if you leave your job that you're going to lose your house or your car going to get repossessed or whatever the case may be. You're not going to be able to pay your bills. You're going to lose your medical benefits. Why would you leave your job? You've been on your job for 10 years. Yes, all of that could be true. But then just the opposite could be true too. You could leave your job and create a successful business and have all the income that you need without working that job. So being able to operate in fear is crucial if you want to be your own boss, if you want to create your own income and your own family legacy, because that is the reason that I decided that I didn't want to work for anybody else. I have 3 children, and going to work every day, taking time away from my kids and being tired when you get home to your kids, and still not having all that you need to make ends meet, let alone do all the extra stuff that you want to do. It's just, to me, no way to live. If I'm gonna go and bust my behind for this man and his company so that he can build his children's future and create his legacy and build his empire, then I can for sure bust my behind for my own. And so that is, to me, that is the reason that you should work for yourself. I think that everybody should have some form of income that they create without depending on a traditional job. Tenacity and drive, that's the second thing. You have to be persistent. You have to be thick-skinned. You have to be able to push through whether or not the obstacles look like they're stacked up against you, or whether or not other people tell you that you can't do this and you can't do that. You have to be able to look past the naysayers, and believe me, you're going to have way more naysayers than you will cheerleaders. Even the people closest to you. Those will be your biggest naysayers, and not because they are hating per se, but because they're concerned. They don't want to see you fail. They don't want to see you do anything that's going to be detrimental to your lifestyle. They don't want to see you just what they consider throwing away everything to jump out on this limb. Okay, so they're going to be cautious. They're going to be, no, maybe you shouldn't do that, or what about this, or what about that. And what you're going to have to do is hear them and don't hear them. Because if you listen to that, it'll keep you down. You're going to have to find you some people who are in the same mindset as you. Go on meetup.com and join a couple of entrepreneurial groups, business owner groups, just so that you can network with other people that are like-minded. Because if you are constantly dealing with the next Jane Doe that's going to work with you every day, she's not going to even be able to think past all of that. So you need to find some people who have the same mind frame as you, people who are doing the things that you want to do, because they are going to be your biggest cheerleaders and encouragers. Creativity. If you're anything like me, you're gonna have to be creative, especially with them dollars, because I didn't have no money to start a business. I did not have a cent. So what I did was I took some extra cases, private duty cases, that was overnight, during the evenings after I got off of my first job, and that money that I made from there, I would just pay for things as it went. This expense is coming up, I need to pay for this, I paid for it. I didn't stack up $10,000 and then say, now I'm going to start my business. I started my business today, and as the expenses came, I paid them from the extra income that I was making from my second job. That's where the fearlessness and the tenacity and the sacrifice comes in, because while I'm doing this, my kids are at home. I'm working 18 hours a day. I don't have time to do nothing. That whole year that I was working like that, my daughter got my signature down pat, because she used to sign her own permission slips, sign her own school documents, sign the checks to pay the school. I mean, she can write my name better than I can at this point. She was 15 years old at the time. She wasn't a little child, but at the same time, those teenagers need you at home just like the babies do. But at any rate, that creativity is going to be necessary. You're going to have to think of ways to do things non-traditionally. Your I'll say privileged person who has generations of business owners behind them. They may have some funding that their parents give them. They may be able to apply for a business loan and get a business loan. Your traditional ways of funding a business are not going to apply if you just your regular, ordinary Jane Doe who come from a working mother and father, or just mother like me. So that creativity is going to come in real handy. And then last but not least, passion. You gotta be passionate about what you're doing, because if you are not, then you're not going to be so willing to make the sacrifices that you have to make in order to get this thing off the ground. So if you are not passionate about what you're doing, you're not going to keep doing it. You're going to get tired of it after a while, and you're just going to be like, oh God, you know what, I done did all of this and now I don't even like this stuff no more. So whatever you choose to do, make sure that you are passionate. Okay, so that passion is what's going to fuel you to keep going. That fearlessness is going to push you even when you think you can't do it. That tenacity is going to keep you going, because you know what the end result can be. Okay, so fearlessness, tenacity, creativity, passion, those are the things that you're going to need to get your business up and off the ground. Next video, we'll talk about specifics. How do you get a register your business? How do you get a tax ID number? How do you do all the administrative things that you need to do for your business? All right, people, I hope this has helped you in some way. My information is at the bottom. You can contact me best by email. Okay, you guys have a good day. Stay at it, people. Stay at it. It pays off. All right.